assuming that there are a lot of people here who would have had a lot of experience already. And there will probably be some people who have no experience, right? I'm not going to forego the ones without experience for the ones who do. So the ones that has experience will assist the ones that don't. But we're going to start from the bottom, right? We're going to do an assessment. People with any kind of experience in filmmaking. Yeah? You've done films before? Yeah? Yourself? You? Anyone else? All right, great. And ones without any? Or the ones without enough? Yeah, good. All right. Well, I have good news. I'm dealing with the ones who don't have, right? We are going to start with assessing roles from film and television, which is important. When we do that, we're going to do some basic introduction to the equipment. And then when we finish with that, we're going to put that aside and we're going to use the equipment that you guys have, right? I'm assuming that everyone brought equipment. No? You have a phone? Right, you have equipment. Never shot a video? Home video? None at all? What phone you have? Galaxy. So you have like about hours of footage that you shot already. You have hours of footage that you shot already. Yeah, right. So you have experience. My point is that the difference between having experience and having no experience is usually just is very gray. It's about understanding what you know already. I will assume that everybody here is over 16 years old with a push. So that would usually give you about 8 years of television experience, film experience, because you've had already dedicated many hours watching television, movies, commercials, and stuff like that. So the plan is, for the ones who don't know, is for you to recognize what it is you're seeing. Catch where I'm coming from? So you would have already have that years of experience, but you just probably don't really understand what you think you already understand. Yeah? What we're going to do, we're going to start looking at a film. And then when we finish looking at that short film, we're going to have a discussion about it. And this is an open forum, so it helps when people talk out loud. Don't keep it to yourself, even if the question might be dumb, or you think it's dumb, because it probably is. But I will not tell you that it's dumb to your face. Usually, we will get together and laugh, and then come back and pretend that it's something really smart. Right? But this is open, this is not like, you know, the more we talk and interact, the better we're going to move forward in this. What struck you about it? Okay, so what happens there is the customer services offer is also something that we can all relate to. So in the story that they, there was a theme or a storyline that we could all relate to. So there would not be a person here who would not find some interest, empathy, sympathy for any of the people, any of the characters in there. Yeah? So of course you guys are going to be embarking on doing a film yourself. So you want to find something that people can relate to easily. Bad service, regional, I'm guessing, yeah? What else? Talk to me. The music, yeah, that's Also, you did not, you had issues with the fact that, I'll tell you about that after. Yeah. When the camera was facing the guy, it yeah. Also, the reverse shot didn't work for you? No. All right. Well, what struck you, other than the characters? and the scenario. Yeah. On him, yeah. So the lightens stood out to you. The drama, yeah. I thought it had a nice build up to it. Um, that's another thing you probably want to look at. So that was 5 minutes. Did it feel like 5 minutes? No, that's usually a sign of a good film. You know, the fact that you spent 5 minutes of your life there and you didn't suffer through it. You know, you didn't say and wish that it ends. You know, and that's because of the metering of the piece. There was a really nice build up to it. I thought it was particularly violent though, which I imagine was the idea, because he was living out a fantasy, which I have many a time in Japs. There's a fast food place in Trinidad, Japs. Nothing else? Yeah, buddy.
The transition from the dream sequence back to the regular sequence.
Yeah.
It kind of like the sound matched
the transition. Yeah, yeah.
So you can feel like you're being pulled back to reality.
Yeah. Well, you know, and that speaks to the language of film. There are a lot of things that the people who think that they don't know anything about film, are programmed to understand, right? So that transition you spoke about, yeah, it's classic from Looney Tunes and whatnots and whatnots and whatnots. From the time they fall asleep or from the time they escape reality, they are then brought back to reality by some sound, or some kind of Gaussian filter or some kind of thing that tells the viewer, you, through the language of television, of film, that, oh, this was reality, this is reality, you know? Classics would be like having nature reflect your feelings. So if it is that, what's her name? Eureka. That's a nice name. So if it is Eureka is feeling melancholy, and she is in a room, and she, you know, her face saying pain, but there's rain on the window. It says that she's crying, you know. And these are things that are almost standards that that they use and can be used in film to tell your story. What's important is oh, sorry. Let me go back to your thing with the screen. Your problem and my problem, and other people who have had experience in it, is that we can tend to be very precise, right? So so what happens is that we don't allow ourselves to become immersed in a film sometimes. But the person who is not looking at it through technical eyes didn't see that once. That's because the person who doesn't look at it through technical eyes, they allow themselves to suspend belief. They allow themselves to believe that that was happening for real. And that really was a scenario that was happening out in a place called Sweet Fries somewhere in the world. You know, and most times they benefit from it more than we do. Because if it is that you have some technical knowledge, like your reverse shot wasn't working for you, you tend to miss out on certain. You tend to not allow yourself to suspend belief and immerse yourself in the film. But I know what you mean. I saw the screen too, and I said, let it go. Yeah. Yeah. We suspended belief. We believe that this guy had put X amount of goats, sheep, and pigs on a boat and put them to sleep. You saw Noah? Nobody saw it?
No spoilers, no spoilers.
I spoiled it?
I said no spoilers.
Don't spoil it, all right, good, yeah.
I was saying the science speech prize at the end. That everybody's can cut me. Even though it might be a fake restaurant, the science speech prize at the end of the film.
Yeah.
And I believe it like the real face. At one point, I didn't see the science speech prize at the end. But so at the end above the cash register,
Yeah.
I felt real in some sense.
It felt real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you choose to believe it. It's a choice people make when you look at something. You know? You could choose to believe that everybody in Sparta had a 9-pack. You know what I mean? You know, but it's just not real. At least I like to believe that. Yes. They did? Well, you see. So what we're gonna do? Yeah, talk to me.
This might be basic, but when I was watching the film, I noticed that I see it in all films where like they from character, they would have this kind of transition shot. But like if I try to do that, right? Because I mean I'm amateur, I would just have the camera on and you would see it and answer the other person and I know that. But I noticed that, and I see it in all films, I see this as well, that it was just smooth, so you have one shot and then it just switches as if and there's no movement to the camera. So
Yeah, well, and what I want to do today? Today we're going to, when we get past all our shot sizes, basics, we're going to do basics, right? And then we're going to do blocking and sequencing, which I think is absolutely important for the novices, right?
because I would like to learn how they
Sweet,
did that.
right? Blocking and sequencing helps you tell the story very efficiently and effectively. So you can have the best story, which to me is the most important thing in a film. It don't matter what the shortcomings are of the props or the actors and stuff like that. If it is that the storyline is something that people are drawn to, that keeps you there. It keeps you there in spite of the fact that the sign not up or the lighting is so hot or the audio may be a bit loud. You know, it keeps your attention. What we're going to do, we're going to just go through our list of roles in the industry. This way, so that we could all have an idea as to what is important. You guys are going to be doing a film. You cannot do it on your own. I'll tell you that up front. You like to think you could, and you want to keep your idea close to yourself and stuff like that. You know, this is my baby. But if you do, you're going to fall short. There's a reason why there's so many roles in film. Even if it is just a short film or a fun thing, a fun venture. Building that team is ultimately what's going to decide whether you're successful or not. Yeah? So I'm going to encourage you guys from now to just, whatever group that you came with, to start to decide amongst yourselves what roles you're going to be involved in, what roles you're going to take on, what roles fit your personality. Yeah? Right. I do television. I do film. I do film. I do commercial work. And I've been doing it for a while, and it took me a longer time to figure out what it is I want to do. I figured out what I was going to do when I was in London. And I met with a guy who used to do a film, a show called Desmond's. You remember Desmond's? Anybody? You don't look old enough to remember Desmond's. Anyway, so and his name was Riley, as is mine. And I got his number off of the phone book and proper stalked the man. So we went to Soho, and he asked me, all right, Mr. Riley, what do you do? I said, well, you know, I just do camera, and I does edit, I does make nice tea, and then after I ran through the whole list of things, he said, well, yeah, but what do you do? And I couldn't answer him then. It took me some thinking, and and some reasoning within myself to figure out what it is that I do well. And then I would discover that direction is the route that I could go because I'm good at it. Yeah? We have a list of rules here. Right.
Turn the mic. Turn the mic from the monitor. Turn the mic away from the monitor.
Right. And it starts from executive producer. Of course, you gotta have some people for that. Producer, which is a powerful role in the in any film that you undertake. And usually, for a director, he or she could be a real annoyance or a blessing. Yeah. Assistant to the director, production manager, floor manager, script writer, which hinges everything together basically. Researcher, location manager. I mean, you all could read, and I'm going to go through all of this for you. Yeah? I'm pointing these things out to you because it's important that you understand where you fit in the whole cup. Right? Where your strengths lie. Anyone put in any thought in it? Any producers out there? Producer. Yeah, that. It was funny though, in this, where you from? St. Lucia. Yeah, man, got some. Yeah, I know three other words, but I can't say it out loud here. Yeah. In St. Lucia, actually, they do really good television production, local productions and stuff like that. In this town though, funny though, you don't come across much men who produce. Funny enough, it always falls in the lap of women. I'm not sure why. Any other people who can identify a role for themselves? Yes, love? Director. She says without apology. Why? Yeah. You know how to get it? Yeah. I'll tell you what I've learned. Having the experience of all the other roles in the immediate crew, being able to shoot, being able to edit, being able to produce. Was that Riri? Riri said being able to scout the cast. It is important. So you must be able to understand what that cameraman is seeing and to understand how to explain to yourself, explain to him or her how to get what you want done. Yeah? Anybody else identify some roles that they may be interested in? No, second? Script writer. That's important people, right? Not enough of those who can't script write for television and film. So there's a lot of people who write and assume that is a natural transition. You know, that's important in the cup. Yes? They don't get blurred because they service different parts of the film. But your producer is the ringleader. She's the marshal, or he is the marshal. He will pull. The producer will be that person who will find the story or the script, right? Who will find funding, find an exec, who will find the director who could tell the story the way they want to have it told, who will find the crew that the director feels that he or she can work with, who will find the distributor, who will find this, who will find that. And because they all work together to serve one purpose, there's no reason for them to get blurry. There's a hierarchy. No? Everyone understands the role. And yet there is a hierarchy. So the camera operator can't come and talk to me. Rastaman can't come and talk to me. I'm the director here. You hear me? Yeah? And then of course the script writer wouldn't come and talk to me. Probably won't want to, but they will talk to the producer. You know? Of course they will have a time when we all get together, the script Rastaman, the script writer, myself and the producer, we have a sit down so that we're all on the same page. But when it's time to act on it, everyone plays their part and plays their role.
Well, some of the roles are obviously quite distinct, but when you have an executive producer, line producer, some other roles that I normally see in a film, that's really the part of it.
Yeah, well,
most of them are obviously quite distinct.
the truth is that a lot of these rules may not necessarily apply to what you guys will be doing right now. You know, so they serve their purpose on bigger films, with bigger budgets, but they all do fit. Yes.
One of the challenges, I think, especially for small teams, or in my case, I'm a producer, right, for my production. But as a producer, I understand that you have the holistic vision for the project. But I think I'm challenged as a director, and I don't want to do it. I'm challenged as a director. I don't want to take on that role. But you still have that holistic vision. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
So how do you now communicate that vision to the person that you think is most capable
Well,
to do it?
you can communicate just the way you are. You tell them what your vision is. But ultimately, when you hire this person, you have to understand that you hire this person because you think that he or she will be able to execute on it the way you like it to. And then you have to step away. You have to know your place, to watch, and step away and allow him, allow him or her to do it, and I see you develop your fingers like that. And that's the problem too, especially if it becomes very personal.
Now, if it becomes always personal, it's your piece, you do it, you're excited about it, and you breastfeed this child to this point, and then you're going to hand the child over to someone else. There are going to be problems. And the two people you don't want to have problems on a set will be the producer and director, because it's going to filter down. Yeah? If it is that you pick this guy or this girl because he or she has a vision, or he or she can translate your vision to the screen, because he or she has skill sets that apply well, yeah, then you will have to let go. She didn't believe that at all, right? I know, yes, with your mouth, but your eyes and those like, hey, God.